Hi, good evening, and a warm welcome to today's webinar. And apologies for the delay in starting the webinar. There was some issue with the Zoom client, and because of that, I was having trouble. So, in going live on the webinar, so apologies for
Hi, good
that.
evening, and
Sorry for that. So, we'll wait for just 2 more minutes, just allowing the participants to join in and settle down. I hope everyone can hear me properly. Just because I was having a trouble, so I'm a little suspicious. Let me quickly have a look at the settings. So settings appear to be perfectly fine, but somehow I am still having little issues with the client. Anyway, which ways, once again, good evening and a warm welcome to all the participants in today's session. I hope all of you can hear me. Also, in case you're having any difficulty at any given point of time, please do let me know. You can share your opinion or share your message via the chat. Now, very quickly, how we will be conducting this webinar. So I'll be taking you through various aspects on which you can work to generate leads and inquiries from international buyers through Indian Business Portal or through FIO Global Inker. And towards the end of the session, we'll dedicate some time wherein we'll have the question answer round. So where if there's anything which is not clear to you, or if you have a question, if you have a doubt on which you would want to seek further clarification from me, so you can ask your questions in that session. How can you ask your question, you might be wondering. So at the bottom of the screen, you'll see there's an option called Q&A. You can click on it and you can add your questions. Now, there is also an option of anonymous. Why am I sharing that with you? Because many times when we are in a public gathering, we feel a little conscious that what will others think, and sometimes we shy away from asking the question. So that's where there's an anonymous option also available in the Q&A. You can use that to ask your question if you're feeling a little cautious with that. So this is where I think we should get started. I'm hoping that from now onwards we should not have any other issues, but still the Zoom client is still not very responsive, but hopefully we should be able to do today's session. All right, so this is where let me start sharing my screen and let's get started with today's session. Before I do that, let me give a quick introduction about myself. I'm not sure how many of you have earlier attended any of my training session or webinar. My name is Adnan. I am Director SME E-commerce Growth at Global Inker. And as the designation suggests, I look into the digital commerce vertical at Global Inker. So anything and everything related to digital commerce, I look into it. Now, in addition to that, I also actively work on sharing with business owners across the world on how they can use digital to grow their business, because we all understand and I think we'll all unanimously agree that digital is the way forward. And a lot of business owners like you recognize the fact, and you also try to digitize your business. You also try to adopt various digital methods, etc., to grow your business. But that's where many times we feel challenged. We are not sure how to do it and what are the processes that you can follow. So that is where I conduct a lot of training sessions and webinar. And so far, I've conducted more than 350 of such sessions and webinar, and had the wonderful opportunity to connect and interact with more than 12,000 businesses in various countries. So that was a small or quick brief about myself. Now I'm going to start sharing my screen and we will quickly jump into the discussion. We'll not be using any presentation as such. We will be straight ahead going, and I'll be walking you through the live aspects, or guiding you on the various steps or actions that you can take to generate leads and inquiries from international buyers. So this is where let me start sharing my screen, and we will proceed ahead with today's discussion. So uh, Give me just a few moments to start sharing my screen. Sorry, wrong screen. Let me minimize this so that it is not obstructing our view. All right, so what you're seeing on your screen is Indian Business Portal. And in fact, if you uh, look or if you had a chance to review the title of today's webinar, it is how you can connect with international buyers or foreign buyers on Indian Business Portal. So this is Indian Business Portal. We'll start our discussion from here. And why are we doing that? Because this is where I believe it is important for you to understand the opportunity that you have. And Indian Business Portal is a great opportunity which is there if you are an Indian exporter. How this opportunity or how this platform can help, I'll just quickly explain. So firstly, what is Indian Business Portal? What is the purpose or objective of Indian Business Portal? So Indian Business Portal is a platform that exhibits or showcase products of Indian exporters in front of international buyers. So this is where, as an Indian exporter, you can showcase your products or services on this platform, and international buyers who are visiting this platform can review your product or services, and they can get into a transaction or discussion with you, depending on how they would want to take it forward or what type of business activities you are engaged in. So depending on that, you can take your business forward. So that is in very simple common man's language. This is Indian Business Portal. Who has created Indian Business Portal? So it is a joint initiative by FIO, which is the Federation of All India Export Organization, and Global Linker. So FIO is a apex export promotion body by the government of India, and Global Linker is a business networking and digitization enablement platform. So it allows business owners like you to connect and network with other business owners from 150 countries. At the same time, we all understand digital is the way forward, and that's where many micro and small businesses, when they are trying to digitize themselves, when they are trying to digitize their businesses, they feel significantly challenged. They are not able to avail the right resources, or they don't have the required technical know-how or financial resources. And because of that, they are not able to adopt digital ways of doing business. So Global Linker helps micro and small businesses in various countries in digitizing themselves, and there are different levels of digitizations which are available. That is something we'll be discussing a little later, but very quickly, a small brief about both the organizations who have come together to create this wonderful platform called Indian Business Portal, where you can showcase your products and services in front of international buyers. Now, as we are discussing about Indian Business Portal, a lot of exporters or business owners like you curiously ask me this question, that this is where we are exhibiting our products and services, but is there any chance that we can get a list of international buyers who are coming here? We can directly approach them. So this is where many international buyers, or most of them, have their own privacy concerns. They don't want to receive inquiries or calls from millions of people. So what they do, and how international buyers reach out to Indian exporters who are showcasing or displaying their products on Indian Business Portal, how they'll be connecting with you. Let me just quickly walk you through that. So from a international buyer's perspective, there are broadly two methods or approaches that they can follow. The first method or approach is wherein they can use this feature, which is post buying requirement. So this is where, as an international buyer, you're wanting to buy a certain product, and that's where, instead of looking out and reaching out to Indian exporters individually, you're posting your buying requirement. Hey, this is what I'm looking at. And then Indian exporters can submit their requisitions for these buying requirement. Where are these buying requirements displayed? So if we scroll down a little bit on Indian Business Portal's homepage, this is where you can see the various buying requirements which are received from international buyers. Now, you might be wondering, these are just 48. So this is, they keep on getting close from time to time. So at this point of time, you are seeing 48. They may change depending on new buying requirements coming from international buyers. And we should also be conscious of the fact that these are not every importer or international buyer that is coming to Indian business portal, they are using this method. Many of them, they just directly reach out to the Indian exporter. So this is an option or one of the method which is used by international buyers to connect or seek quotations from Indian exporters. So this is uh, one way which is available. The second is they can directly connect with the Indian exporter. So for example, here we can see there are various exporters who are showcasing their products, and they can connect with anyone. So for example, this exporter, they can see their details. They can go to their profile and they can see their manufacturer, merchant service provider. They have their own certificate also available here. And then this is the entire product catalog which is here. And if they want, they can also read information about uh, their business, the innovations that they have done, advantages, etc., and where they have already exported to, where they would want to export to. So all that information is available here for them to review. So this is another way where they can come. They can also click on visit store and they can go to their online store and see their products, etc. So this is the online store of this particular seller that we were seeing earlier. So they can go to their online store also and then see the other details like the business's detail, their story, etc., or their contact details as well, because on each store you'll see that the contact details are available here. Now, this leads to another question or related question, that what are the methods or how will a international buyer connect with us? Will they be reaching out to us directly, or you will be basically consolidating the buying requirements and then circulating them depending on who has subscribed to your paid packages, etc.? Something like that happens on Indian business portal, or you'll be directly connecting? So the answer is you will be directly getting connected with international buyers. So this is where there is no intervention from our side or from FIO side or Indian business portal side. A international buyer, when they are coming here and they are reviewing your profile, they can straight away connect with you. There are various options which are available. What are those options and how they are using it? Let's quickly understand. So international buyer can come here and they can use this method, which is request meeting. So this is one of the very popular methods which is available. They can click on request meeting and then they can sign up, and then they can schedule a meeting similar to how we are meeting here today. Similar to that, they can also schedule a meeting. So that is one very popular method using which they can connect with you and they can explain to you their requirement, and then you can go back to them with a quotation. The second method is contact seller, which you can see here. This is where they will be sending you a message which you'll receive on your email as well as on your online store. And the third is they can click on visit store. They can go to your online store and they can see your contact details, your contact number and email ID, and they can then connect with you on your phone or email ID. So these are various methods which are available. I just thought of sharing them with you, which are used by international buyers when they're connecting with Indian exporter. Now, we have seen the opportunity how Indian international buyers are connecting with Indian exporters on Indian business portal. Now, let me also quickly share with you a few highlights which are there on Indian business portal. Now, because we all understand that this is a platform which is created to promote export. So that's where, in fact, the features and functions are also created to facilitate that, and we have already seen few examples of that. In fact, even the search which you are seeing here is customized for export. This is where you can see there's also a provision to search by ITC HS code. So if there's an international buyer that is looking to find products using HS code, they can easily do that on Indian business portal. We have a very elaborate navigation ranging across 4,500 plus categories and subcategories. So you will all find a place to showcase your products here. In case there's anything that you feel should be added, we are open to suggestions. There is a special highlight for GI products, which are called geographic indication products. These are the specialty products that we have on certain locations. For example, Varanasi's sari or Banarsi sari, or Nagpur oranges, Darjeeling tea, Assam tea, Kashmir saffron. So those are specialty products which are either cultivated, manufactured, or made at certain locations, and These are also getting specific highlight on Indian Business Portal. So we have in a very uh, brief, although we can like spend the entire day just talking about Indian Business Portal, but the objective is slightly different. So this is where we have briefly understood about the Indian Business Portal, and I think all of you will also agree that this is a wonderful opportunity. If you are an exporter, you should be here, or you must be there on Indian Business Portal. In terms of commercials, or the obvious question that might be coming to your mind, and if I was in your place, it will certainly be there in my mind, that what is the cost, what type of fees, etc. are charged. So the answer is it is entirely free for Indian exporters or Indian business owners to join. You can join very easily. What is the process that you have to follow? That is something that I'll be explaining a little later. But there is no subscription fee or nothing as such that you have to pay. The online store as a DIY solution is also free, which you can create. Now, as here onwards, we'll be discussing about online store and then the profile, etc. So I think it is important that I also take 1 minute to explain about the entire overall ecosystem which is there. So the overall ecosystem consists of three things. One is Indian Business Portal, which we are already seeing on our store or on our screen. Sorry for the fumble. So the first element of this ecosystem is Indian Business Portal, which you are already seeing on the screen. And I'm starting from it, or I'm calling it first because we have already seen that. The second element is also something that we have already seen, or we had a glimpse of it. And this is the online store. So this is your own online store that you are creating. The third element in the ecosystem is your profile, which you have on FIO Global Inker. This is where, if you recall, when I was introducing about Global Inker, I stressed on two facts. One is business networking, and second is digitization enablement. So Indian Business Portal and the online store, or online store and Indian Business Portal, they are all part of the digitization enablement, where we are enabling a micro and small business owner or a business owner in growing their business digitally. We are giving them all the tools that they need to grow their business digitally. So that is part of that initiative, and this is where the business networking happen, where you can connect with business owners from 150 countries. So this is the third element in the ecosystem. So this is, or we can inverse the order. This is the first element. Then we have the online store, which is the second element, and then we have the marketplace or discovery platform, which is Indian Business Portal. So these are the three elements which are there. Now, sometimes people ask me in this question that, okay, this is a wonderful initiative, which is Indian Business Portal. Now, you could have directly given a provision for exporters to create a profile and upload their products. What is this online store thing? Why are you making, or why are you like having each exporter or each business owner create their own online store? So this is where I would like to clarify that the objective is two levels, or it has two heads. The first one is to enable or to digitize exporters from India. And this is where realistically, if you look around, many exporters that we see around us, they don't have any sort of digital presence. And I mean, many of you will agree that they don't even have email IDs. Right. So in today's day and age, they don't even have email IDs. Forget about the other level of digitization. So they are absolutely absent from the World Wide Web. They can't be found online. So one of the objective of this initiative, or one of the mission statement, is to digitize exporters from India so that they become digitally discoverable. They can be found online. Now, that can only be possible when each of the exporter is creating their own digital presence. This is where obviously they have a presence on the Indian Business Portal, but that is not their own digital presence. This online store is their own digital presence. So that is one objective. Now, creating digital presence or creating an online store or a website is not the end objective, because realistically, we are all running businesses here. And when we are creating a website or when we are creating a digital catalog or online store, whatever term you would like to call it, we are creating it for a purpose. And what is that purpose? To grow our business. And how do we grow? To generate leads and inquiries or orders through that, right? So that's where we also understand the fact that many exporters will create their online stores, but beyond that they will struggle, right? You have created your online store, you have created your digital catalog. What next? How can I grow my business? So this platform which you are seeing here on your screen is a discovery platform that opens the gates, it opens an avenue for exporters like you to get results, to get fruits of the effort that you have done for digitizing your business. And obviously it has other advantages as well, we are not going there, but that is why each and every exporter has to create their own digital presence, so they get their own online store. It is absolutely free. In addition to that, it also ensures a standardization on Indian business portal, because many exporters are there, they are already having their own websites, etc. Now they feel that why are you making us do additional effort of creating it on your platform? So the reason is that to ensure standardization and uniformity of information. All right. So this is where I think we have enough discussion about Indian Business Portal and the entire objectives and how it is aligning with your business. And now let's come back and the next point where I would like to share information with you. Again, I'll not go in extreme detail. I'll just very briefly share information with you. And this is where, again, we are starting with the very start, with the base level. Assuming you have not joined Indian Business Portal, you haven't created your online store, you haven't done anything. So this is where the starting that you will have to do. And apologies in case and I can imagine that many of you have already created your store, so you might be feeling that why is he explaining all that again? We already know that. So this is where I'm doing that for the other participants who are there with us today and haven't done that. So we'll just spend a few minutes there to help them understand the process, and then the rest of the activity, they'll all be, so you and they all will be able to relate to it. All right. So now, this is where I'm very quickly going to explain to you how can you join this? How can you start showcasing products on Indian Business Portal? What is the process? So very quickly open Indian Business Portal, and then you'll see this page. This is where you'll see register as Indian exporter. Just click on that and this page will open up. Now, obviously, you will be tempted, you will be excited to click on create your catalog and move to the next step. I will advise not to do that. This is where you should scroll down, or I'm requesting you should, when you're doing it, you should scroll down and you'll see there is a section called frequently asked questions section. If you have time and no, you're not in a hurry, we are also welcome to read the steps which are written here. But more importantly, I request you should click on this option, tutorial videos, and a YouTube video will open up. I think I already have that video open here. So this is the video which will open up. It is a step-by-step process. So it is a step-by-step guide. It is a fairly long video, I think about 22 minutes. You should go through this video and then go through the journey. So it will help you understand what are the various steps, what all information will be required, so that you can keep it all ready and then go through the process. It will be very convenient. And I think you'll be able to go through the entire thing in like 10 to 15 minutes at max. So this is something that you should do. Now, many times people say that we are not very well versed with English. So is there a Hindi version also available? The answer is absolutely yes, there is. And how do you access that? So in the description of this video, so you open this page, you went to Indian Business Portal, click on register as Indian exporter. This page open up. This page will open up. Scroll down, and this is where you'll see tutorial video. When you click on it, this video opens up. In the description of this video, so just scroll down and you'll see there is this link. This is the Hindi video, which is also linked. So a Hindi video is also available. So if you're not comfortable in English, you can review this video and you'll be able to understand the step-by-step process. So follow the video and then you'll be able to create your online store. And once your online store is created, it will be reviewed and mapped to Indian Business Portal. There are a few common mistakes which people do, which prevents their business from being showcased on Indian Business Portal. How do you know what are those mistakes which can prevent your business from being present on Indian Business Portal, which can stop you from getting benefit from this opportunity? And the video is also available in the description. I will share the links of these videos, so don't worry in case you're feeling where will we get the links, etc. So I will share the links. Don't worry on that. So this is what we call a compliance checklist video. So I would request that all of you should review this video once. In this video, we have explained what are the reasons that can prevent your business from being showcased on Indian Business Portal, and how to fix those mistakes. So all that is very clearly captured in this video. So I will also request you that you should also review this video, so that if there is any mistake that you have made unknowingly, you'll be able to fix that. So the problem as well as solution, all that is very clearly explained in this video. So please do review this video as well. So I'll be sharing the links of both the videos also in the chat, so don't worry. And you already know the place from where you can access the video. All right. So this was about and for the reference of the members who have already not created their online store, and they want to understand how to create the online store. This is the process that you have to follow. How much time it would take? So once you have completed your online store, it takes like 3 to 5 working days for the operations team to review your store, and after that it will start appearing on Indian Business Portal. All right. So this is where I've explained to you the process that you have to follow to be present on Indian Business Portal. Now coming to the other aspect of our discussion, that is how can you optimize or maximize your chances of getting connected with international buyers on Indian Business Portal. And this is where I would start my discussion from one of the other component of the ecosystem, that is your profile on the FIO Global Linker platform. So this is the FIO Global Linker platform. It gets created in the journey that I showed to you. So when you're creating your online store, when you're creating your digital catalog, as part of that journey, this account also gets created. So once you log into this account, there are few things I would suggest that you should do that will help you connect with international buyers. One is you should verify your business. In case you're not verifying your business, in that case, you'll see you'll not be able to use this platform. You'll not be able to use this interface to your advantage, because you'll not be able to post or share with other business owners about the wonderful products that you're offering. For example, SWAT products here, you can see they have explained or they have done a post that they are the manufacturers of Bikaner, Papad, Bhujia, etc. Now, in the similar fashion, you will also be tempted that why should I not do that? Why should I not share with the business owners which are there on the FIO Global Linker ecosystem from 150 countries? Why should I not be sharing information about the product or services I'm offering? And that's where, if you have not verified your business, you'll not be able to do that. Verifying is very simple. Click here. It will ask you to input your GST number. Click on verify. So verification is one thing. It will also give you a green tick. So any other business owner coming across your profile, they will see you as a verified business, and they will be feeling a little more confident while they're interacting with you. All right. So that is one thing, the first task that I recommend to you that you should do. Now, coming to the other aspect, which are extremely important, that is your profile, which is here. So this is a dummy profile. So just ignore it. But this is where you have to ensure that your profile is updated. So this is where you can see I haven't uploaded a logo. I have, sorry, this is where you have to upload the image, and this is where you will go the logo. So complete this profile. Now, why am I recommending to you that you should complete this profile? There's a very strong reason, because this is where we are doing business networking. This is where we are connecting or networking or trying to establish connection with business owners, and they are from India, from various countries. Now, if this profile is not complete, as for example, if I send you a connection request on the FIO Global Linker, the obvious thing or a very intuitive thing, impulse thing that you would do is you'll go to my profile and read who is this person, what do they do, what product or services they are offering, right, etc. They'll all read that before they make their decision to connect or not to connect with you, right? So if this is not complete, you'll not get acceptance. So you're reaching out to like many people whom you think you'll be able to do business with from various countries, and they'll not be accepting your request, or many of them may not be accepting. I'm not saying that none of them will do that, but many of them will not accept your request because they'll not be getting a good information or the right information about yourself, about your business. So please update your own profile and your business profile. So this is where you're updating your profile. This is where you're updating your company's profile, and there's a lot that you don't have to add product, that those will come from your online store, but the other things which are there, so like you should verify your company, upload your logo, add a banner, and this is where you can tagline, a brief description. If you have any license or award or certifications which are there, you can add all those. So this will create a profile. So you should try to complete it entirely. It is at the moment 19%. This is a dummy account. We don't want to complete it, but in your case, it should be absolutely completed. And then you can start networking with other business owners. So complete your profile. Don't start networking before you do that. Obviously, you'll not get the desired result. So complete your profile, complete your personal profile as well as your company profile, and then you can start networking. How can you network? So in this, where we are getting into the interesting phase, this is where I'm going to explain to you how can you find international businesses. This is where I'm not saying that they will be importers or they will be buying, but at least you can connect with international business owners. And how can you do that? So there are two methods which are available. One is you can go here. This is where you will see there's a connection icon. You can click on that, and then you can go to add connections. And then here you'll see there are various filters. For example, we'll remove India, and then there are certain industries. So for example, if I'm looking for, let's say, beauty and cosmetics, and I can select a different country, let's say Philippines. You can see there are these people are there from beauty and cosmetics in Philippines, right? So this is one method. Now you can click on connect and you can connect with them. So this is one. The second method which you can do is you can search for international businesses from here. So for example, I'm looking for footwear, just a hypothetical example. So I've searched for footwear. Now this is where you'll see there are listings, people, and we are interested in companies. So I'll click on companies, and this is where you'll see there are various companies that have footwear. Now I can filter them based on location. So, and like these are the top 5. It does not mean that there are no businesses from other countries, there are only from these countries. Certainly not like that. These are the top 5 destinations which are displayed here, where there is a maximum concentration. So those are displayed here. So if there is a different country which you would want to search, so yes, like there is no Abu Dhabi, United okay, probably there are no buyers or sellers of footwear from United States currently on the platform. So probably that's why I am not seeing those. But these are all from various countries which are available here. Indian also, you'll have to do the location filter, and you will be, and then you can also filter by buying or selling, and you can connect with them. So this is where you are establishing a connection. You're finding them that this is an international business. I'm not saying they're a buyer or they will be willing to buy your product, but at least you'll be able to connect with a business in a different country, and you can share with them that this is what I am offering. And then if they are interested, they'll let you know. If they know someone who may be interested in your product offering, they may let you know. So this is a business activity or business networking activity that you can do on the platform. But again, don't start this activity before you have completed your profile as well as your online store, because any which ways, anyone who is interested or who's looking out for exporters from India will be doing a fair level of review before expressing their interest, right? So please be mindful of these things. So this is where I believe uh, many of you must be happy that this is something which a lot of people ask, that hey, how do we connect with international businesses? So this is one thing that you can do yourself to connect with them. You can start reaching out to them, but complete your profile, complete your online store, and only after that you should do that. Otherwise you may get rejections. So this is one thing that I wanted to show you. Now, the next aspect is related to the online store, and for that, we will be navigating to the online store. Now, the online store part is where it will have an advantage on, or it will get you a visibility on the World Wide Web as well as on Indian Business Portal. Now, what are the things that you should do to get maximum visibility or improve your chances of getting better visibility on Indian Business Portal? And that is where the most important aspect is your product catalog. So when you are uploading your products, you should ensure that the title of the product is absolutely optimized. The description of the product is absolutely optimized so that when the search queries are done on Indian Business Portal or on Google, your product stands a chance to be showcased. And then in addition to that, your meta title, your meta description, all that is also updated. Now, in case you're thinking that how do we understand to generate all this information? So some time back, I did a webinar wherein I explained how you can use AI tools to create the entire online store. And that's where I've explained how you can use AI tools for creating the title or description or meta information. You can find the recording of the webinar on our YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is Global Linker. So just go to YouTube and search for Global Linker, or if time permitted, I'll share the link of the recording. So this is where when you're optimizing your product information here, it will help you with the search engine optimization. So if someone is searching on Google, that's where you'll stand a chance. I'm not saying that you'll be there on the first page, but it will be there in the search pages and also on Indian Business Portal. So obviously one of the very common thing that people do is they search, and that's where you have to ensure that when someone is coming to Indian Business Portal and they're searching for your product, your products are getting displayed. So this is where you will have to work. In addition to that, so product catalog, any optimization which you are doing here will have an impact on the search which happens here. So it will definitely give you better visibility, and also on the Google. So that is one. In addition to that, you should also have meta updated across your website. So this meta information, meta title and keyword, it should be updated on your home page, on all the category pages which are there. And then you should also have content pages like about us, our story, like those kind of pages, our clients, our testimonials, so that any person who is visiting your online store also has a confidence. Because if we divide the digital business growth challenge, so it can be divided in two broad parts. One part is discoverability, where your business is getting discovered. So if I'm an international buyer and you are an exporter, I can discover you online. Now, these kind of activities, having a presence on Indian Business Portal and having your online store, you are solving that challenge to a great extent. Now, the second challenge or the second portion of the challenge is credibility, right? Because like finding is one part, but how do I ensure or I feel confident that this business which I'm interacting is a genuine business, right? So you have to present yourself as a genuine business. So create content pages also, not just creating wonderful product content will help you. You should also have the credibility content like about us page, our story, our clients, testimonials, etc. Any information that you can add which will give confidence to a international buyer or anyone who's visiting your website. They can feel that this is a genuine business. Obviously you can't give 100% confidence, but to whatever extent you can share that information like your license, certificates, etc., you should add all that information. All right, so that is about the credibility part, and that is where you can go to my store and then you have pages, and that's where you can create those pages like about us is already created on this demo account. So that is another aspect. The third aspect which you should also work on is the product display. What do I mean? So this is where we are on Indian Business Portal, and I showed to you that we have a very extensive categorization of more than 4,500 plus categories and subcategories. Now, there are two ways in which an international buyer will be coming here and they will be going through Indian Business Portal. One is they can come here and they can straight away start searching for the product, or they can go through the categorization here. So search is one thing that you have to ensure this search for the product type that you deal in and ensure that your products are appearing. Second is go to the navigation. For example, if you're a women's wear and then you are dealing in ethnic wear, so open the category and see whether your products are appearing. And then you should also, so they keep like changing from time to time, but you should also see that your products are appearing. So if your products are not appearing here, then or they are appearing in a wrong categorization, then the chances of you getting benefit from Indian Business Portal will be reduced, right? So just ensure that your products are appearing in the right categorization. So if there are women wear, ethnic wear, they should be appearing in the ethnic wear. All right. Now the position keeps changing from time to time, so randomly they keep changing, but at least your product should be appearing. That is one thing. And the next activity or the next task where I would recommend that you should focus on is this section or this page. This is where you'll see that actively from time to time new leads keep getting added here. So you should keep an eye on this section, and whenever a new lead which is of relevance to you gets added, you should submit your requisition so that you can also get benefit from this these leads or these buying requirements which are getting posted on Indian Business Portal. Very soon you will start seeing these requirements in the seller panel of your online store. Very soon you'll have this section, buying requirement, and then directly on the seller panel of your online store, on the online store itself, you'll get these leads. All right, so that will also start happening very soon. So this is where I will now stop the screen share and we'll break into the question answer round. So I can already see there are about 17 questions which there are about 3-4 questions which are there. 17, I think there are chats. So if there are any more questions which you would want to seek clarification on, please do feel free to add them. So I'll just quickly go through each of the questions. The first question that I'm reading is from Mr. Vinod Kumar, and he's having trouble in uploading products on the online store. So, Mr. Vinod, we actively conduct training workshops to help our members understand how they can upload the products, and we have tutorial content also available on our YouTube channel. So you can either review the tutorial content or you can attend the training workshop. The product upload workshop will be happening on Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. I will share the link of that or where you can find details about these workshops. So let me again start sharing my screen very quickly. Just give me a moment to do that. This is also something which I feel will help everyone. Just give me a few seconds to start sharing my screen once again. So from where can you understand what are the, let me hide this, uh, what are the training workshops happening? So there are two places where you can get this information. One is if you open the seller panel of your online store, this is where you have the session. So this is uh, where it will start appearing. So the Tuesday session is not appearing. So hopefully on Monday it will start appearing. So on Tuesdays we do a dedicated session at 5:30 p.m. where you explain how you can upload the products onto your online store. So that is one place. Or if you go to your account and go to events, that is another place where you'll find the details of the events happening in future, right? So these are the two places from where you can get that information and you can attend the training workshops. uh, other than that, if there is any technical difficulty that you're facing, in that case, I will share my contact details with you. You can drop me an email, and one of my colleague or myself will connect with you and will help you with the problem that you're facing. Just give me a moment to share my contact detail. So I've just shared my contact detail in the chat. So if there's any difficulty or a technical issue that you're facing, you can reach out to me on my email ID, and someone from our side will connect and help with you. Uh, the next question I can read is from Sonali Agrawal. So Sonali ji, this is more than a years old platform, and this is where the leads which I showed to you, those were international buyers who were looking for uh, quotations, or who were seeking quotations from Indian exporters. These are not every international buyer that is coming to the platform. And obviously, this is a platform which is not like a marketplace where people are coming in thousands and selling. This is where bulk buyers are coming and reviewing the exporters' products which are available on the platform, right? So I hope the differentiation is clear. Obviously, this is not a platform where you'll have like tens and thousands of people coming every day and visiting. Again, the leads which we are seeing, there are out of all the international buyer, everyone is not requesting for a quotation. Most of them directly connect with the exporters which are available on the platform. Harshvardhan ji, I would request if you can drop an email on ibp@fio.org. That is where a FIO official will be able to connect with you. I'm just sharing the email ID in the chat. So you can drop an email about your requirement, and one of the FIO official will connect and guide you with your requirement. Next question, Fazalat Ali Khan. So again, Fazalat ji, I would request please drop an email on ibb@fio.org, and one of the official will be able to guide you with respect to the export business startup procedure. Next question I can read is from anonymous attendee and wants to understand that how do I get first preference? So the first preference or visibility is based on your performance. So how actively you are participating on the platform, how actively you are responding to inquiries or quotations which are received. So based on that, you'll get the preference. So it is not a paid preference that you can get. It is entirely based on your performance. The next question is from Joydeep Das. So Joydeep, this is where if you can drop me an email, I've already shared my email ID in the chat. So if you can drop me an email, I will review your profile and get back to you with my suggestions. Next question is Karan Ahuja. So Karan, it is entirely up to you. So I'll not be able to guide you what type of pricing you should display. It is your decision. However, we have a provision. If you don't want to display the price, you just want to display your product or service, and then later, after understanding the international buyers requirement, if you want to reveal the price, that option is available. So you can use do not show price, and there will be a price on request displayed on the front end. All right, so that was what I can see in the chat. Another question that I can see in the chat, and a very important one, that do you have to do due diligence for international buyers? So certainly yes. So this is where the very basic verification is something that we do for international buyers. But as you are getting into the transaction with the international buyers, we always recommend or we always encourage exporters that you should do your own due diligence before dealing with international buyers. Next question is about IT products. Yes, certainly all products from Indian exporters. So as long as you're an Indian business, you can showcase your product or service on Indian Business Portal. Many service providers are also listed on Indian Business Portal. You can do that. So this was, I think, the last question that I can see. There's one more that has come. Prashant Kant G. Yes, certainly there are many merchant exporters who are already there. Yeah, so you can certainly list your products and get benefit from the opportunity. Next question, anonymous attendee. Can someone help us create catalog? Yes, there is a paid service which is available, so which you can avail of if you go to the same page, or I'll just share the link where you can go and submit your request. Just give me a second. So I'm sharing the link, so you can go to this link and you can submit your request. Dinesh ji, I have shared my email ID in the chat, so please drop me an email of the categories that you would want to get included. I will get it reviewed by our ops team. So most probably they should be there. We'll guide you. Otherwise, if there are not there, we'll add them. So my email ID is already there in the chat, so you can drop me an email. Sojme Impex. So this is where I would request that you should drop an email on ibp@fio.org. I've already added the email ID in the chat, and a FIO official will be able to guide you with the procedure to start your export business and how you can. Now, with respect to showcasing products or getting international buyers, so you can certainly join Indian Business Portal. I am also sharing the email ID directly with you on the chat. Just give me a second. My Zoom client is acting up a little bit. Next question is how do we post price? Which currency? So we have a auto currency switcher feature available using which depending you can add the pricing in INR, and depending on which country the person is viewing the currency will get switched automatically. That feature is available. You can use that. Next question I can see from Mangai Shalam. How can I upload my website or mobile app to the portal? You cannot. You'll have to create an online store. You'll have to create your one more online store on FIO Global Inker platform. Sure, I am sharing my email ID once again. Just give me a second. And apologies if any question or comment gets missed out, because I am finding it a little difficult to navigate through comments today. The Zoom client keeps freezing every other second. So I am sharing my email ID in the chat. So if there's any question or anything which I have not been able to answer in this session, you can drop me an email and I will share a response, or I'll get your concern addressed. All right, so again, the chat is also stuck. Now I think I have been able to share it. Yes, I've chatted my email ID. So this is where we will conclude the session. And as I mentioned earlier, so if there is any question, if you have a doubt and I have not been able to answer, apologies. The email, the Zoom client is not helping me today. It is getting stuck. Everything is getting frozen every other second. So drop me an email and I will give a response to your question. If you have a technical difficulty, I'll get it resolved. All right, so this is where we'll conclude the session for today. Thank you everyone for taking your time and participating in this session. Have a wonderful evening and weekend ahead. Bye bye.